Welcome. Episode 20. Cambo, can you believe it?
2-0. Kelly Robinson 2-0. Chip off the old black. Kelly Robinson 2-0.
20, episode 20. That's hard to believe. Hey, before we start anything, we have a limited, maybe one time only special guest with Dr. Black and I for a very special reason. Are you ready, special guest?
I'm ready.
Okay. Happy
my word.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cambo. Happy birthday to you.
I think only my birthday could get my mother on this show in front of our tens of fans.
I know. You know what? The negotiations with her agent were brutal. She said that she would only, or through her agent, she said she would only appear to sing "Happy Birthday" to you because she loves you so much. But now I think she's going to exit stage left and go start chicken fried steak.
Mama, thank you so much. I love you so. Thank you for giving birth to me 38 years ago.
It was my pleasure, and I love you too, buddy. Happy birthday.
I doubt that very much, but I appreciate you saying so.
Wasn't exactly your pleasure. Didn't they have to saw you open to get him out?
They did, actually.
That doesn't sound like your pleasure at all.
We were both saw babies, Cameron.
Yeah,
okay.
both of you had to be sawed out.
Ma, before you go, if you're even still there, look what I have.
Oh, it's your brownie. It's a millionaire brownie.
Your birthday.
This is my last millionaire brownie. Came all the way from Alaska, which is good because you only make it for me every 20 years.
Because why?
Because they are a pain in the ass to make.
And that's what she told you. So what would you like for your birthday? And you told her, and she was like, "Oh, those are so much trouble to make."
Well, we were living at the lake, and she made millionaire brownies for my 18th birthday. And then she informed me afterwards that they're a pain in the butt to make. So I went 20 years without asking for them again. And then she messaged me, before I came to Alaska and said, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "Well, I would love some of the millionaire brownies, but I know that those are an absolute pain in the butt to make." And she made them, and they are delicious, but she also informed me that they are indeed a pain in the butt to make.
Hey, that's how much she loves you. You got the millionaire brownies, and some of them actually made it back through Alaska Air baggage check to your home.
They did. They made them back. Well, they didn't have to go through baggage check. I didn't trust Alaska Air with my millionaire brownies. They can lose my luggage and my clothing, but not my brownies. So the brownies were in my shoulder bag with me the whole time.
Well, you didn't share them with the kids because much too good for children.
Yes.
No, I didn't. No, much too good for children. No, I didn't share them with the kids.
Much too good for children. Okay, well.
I'm going to go. I love you, Cameron.
I love you too, Mama. Thank you for what I'm sure might be your only guest appearance.
It probably will be, but happy birthday to you.
Dad, how long did Mom spend in makeup for her 30-second guest appearance?
She did.
None. She did not.
Really?
No, she did not. She came straight from the doctor's office and had a hat and sunglasses on. So that's how much she loves you.
I'm impressed.
She wanted to stay in her trailer for makeup and hair, and I just told her, "Hey, we don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that."
And now we're sending her back into the kitchen.
Now we're sending her back in the kitchen to slave over our chicken fried steak.
Yeah,
back in the kitchen.
Homemade chicken fried steak for your birthday dinner, Cameron.
Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to tell you what I just had for dinner. It's embarrassing.
Did you have to scrape the jelly off of it?
No, I took 2 hot dogs and rolled them in tortillas with melted cheese, and that was my birthday dinner.
Monkey. Oh, Cameron. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you have something at happy hour? Is the food not happy?
Because food at happy hour costs money.
Food costs money.
Well, I know, but I thought happy hour maybe there'd be some wings, something.
No, food at happy hour costs money. It's okay. I have hot dogs rolled in tortillas, and I have a brownie, and I have coffee, and we have to get to this. So a friend of mine got me a birthday gift. A friend of mine, I don't know if she wants me saying her name on here, but shout out to her. She knows who she is, for getting me a birthday gift. I really appreciate it. It's very sweet. Let me show this to you. This is the biggest candle I've ever seen in my life.
And it's shaped like an eye, ironically.
It is. So I'm gonna light the beacon here. Oh my gosh, is my lighter out? I think my lighter is out, y'all.
Your electric lighter that you electrocuted yourself with?
Well, I tried to light this with the electric lighter earlier, and it was so big that the electric lighter would not light it. And now I think this one is out of gas. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to light it. But I lit it earlier, and it is a huge flame. It's like lighting the beacon. It's like lighting a big torch.
Okay, speaking of huge flames, the work friend gave you that. Didn't a friend of the show do something for you?
Meant to give a special shout out to Dan and Teresa Brewer, who bought me a candle warmer, and because they saw me get electrocuted a handful of episodes ago, and they were like, "That guy needs a candle warmer so that he's not electrocuting himself." So, thank you, big shout out. Thank you so much to Dan and Teresa Brewer for the candle warmer. I received it and I've been using it, and I really, really appreciate it.
Yes, Dan Brewer was he and I shared the same brain, although he had most of it. When we were in college, we were inseparable buddies in college, and uh, I hadn't spoken to him for a long time, and this has been last year about this time, a little earlier, and I told your mother, I've just been thinking about him. I haven't talked to him in a long time, and she said, well, look him up. So fortunately, I was able to look him up. We reconnected, and I was able to visit him when I went to see Cameron about this time last year. And we've kept in touch. He loves the show. They love the mugs. Awesome. Nice of them to consider you not getting electrocuted and sending you that nice candle warmer.
And not
I
burning.
know. I should get electrocuted more often and get more swag.
There you go.
There's a thought. Okay. Cambo.
I'm gonna eat my brownie while we're on the show. I figure I'm kind of like Brad Pitt. People love to watch Brad Pitt eat.
Well, yeah. I've seen you eat though. I'm not sure you're Brad Pitt eating.
I'm not sure I am. Hey, I ate a pizza one time on an episode.
Yes, you did. You had pizza on an episode one time. So how's your week been? I mean, since having to leave here, obviously, and I glazed over this whole thing because it's your birthday. For those of you that are watching for the first time, my name is Todd Black. I'm a professional photographer here living in Alaska. That's my son, Cameron Black. He is a professional blind guy that lives in Kansas City. And regrettably,
that's my job title.
This is our third episode with my daughter, his sister, Dr. Alexis Black, who lives in Paris. Well, it's regrettably that it's the last episode you're going to be on with us because she flies back next week. But anyway, that's a breakdown of who we are, where we live. And so back to the question, how'd your week go?
Week's been good. Week has been good coming back to work. I miss you guys a lot, and I miss being in Alaska. But it's good to get back to work, and I love being in a job where I feel like it's good to getting back to work. I had a speech today. I booked a tour today, and I wanted to fly under the radar with my birthday because today is the last day for one of my really close friends, and that's why we had the happy hour tonight, to celebrate him, and I did not want him to feel like he needed to share the spotlight with me. So I kind of kept my birthday under wraps. But we had a great time at the.
When you say last day, you weren't really meaning his last day on Earth. His last day at your job.
No, he's not dying.
Okay,
No, he's not dead.
Let's ease the tension on that one. Yeah,
he is moving on to I don't want to say bigger and better things, just different things, just a new chapter in his life. And we're all extremely happy for him. But I did not want my birthday I didn't want him to have to share the spotlight with me and my birthday. So I kept that kind of under wraps all day. But it's been a good week, and we had a great time at happy hour tonight.
Except you didn't eat because food costs money.
I didn't eat because food costs money.
Okay. How was your week besides being able to sleep better? Because
Yeah. How was y'all's week?
My week was wonderful. It was nice and sunny. I went to the Friday Fling, one of my favorite things in
Friday
Palmer,
Fling.
Alaska.
Okay, for those that don't know, what is the Friday Fling?
The Friday Fling, Palmer, Alaska is this precious local community. I learned all about its history. I won't bore anyone, especially my father. Anyway, Palmer is a precious community here in the Matanuska Valley, little town, and every Friday during the summer, I forget, it starts in May, goes till September. They have local businesses that come out, local artists, local people who make fireweed honey, who make crazy witchy teas, who do stained glass of halibut and salmon. And then they have food trucks, which is not something we do a whole lot in Paris. So I got
not a lot of food trucks on the Champs-Elysees.
No, not a lot of food trucks on the Champs-Elysees.
How'd you like the way I said that? I did pretty good.
You did an excellent job. Okay. Champs-Elysees. Oh, Champs-Elysees. So got to do the Friday Fling, one of my favorites. I got to go to the Palmer Museum and visit my friend who works there, Linda, who runs the Palmer Museum. Hats off to her, doing great work. So yes, it's been a lovely week and it's beautiful. My favorite thing, I've been sleeping and it's been cold.
You've been sleeping, it's cold. Because in Paris, it's in the 105.
Yes, it's still really bad there. And I don't want to go back. I'm supposed to go back on Monday. And I'm really, speaking of swag, if anybody wants to finance me changing my ticket, I'd stay.
Okay.
And I'd hit up the Alaska State Fair that starts on the 20th.
Yes, the Alaska State Fair is towards the end of the month. And it is a huge, huge thing. I know state fairs are huge probably everywhere, but
not bigger than here.
The people in this state just live for it. It's unreal.
Well, and the produce that they produce is, you guys had, again, not to bore you with Palmer history, but the largest pumpkin in the world was over 2,000 pounds back in 2019, Alaska State Fair.
Yeah.
And I think we actually saw it that year.
And they made a show about that. Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That was a great pumpkin.
Oh, that was I didn't realize that was about that pumpkin. Yeah. Okay, so the Alaska State Fair, great event that I would love to stay for, but I'm also super excited this week because this weekend we get to go to the Arctic Thunder Open House.
And we are going to talk about that. You must have been reading my notes. We're going to talk about the Arctic Thunder Open House here in a little while, which is this.
I will say I've been to a handful of state fairs, and the Alaska State Fair is a different animal. We went with you a few years back. We saw Jim Gaffigan, and even besides Jim Gaffigan, just the fair itself was a lot of fun.
How many state fairs do you go to where one of the state fair food trucks is king crab?
Ooh, none.
Only in Alaska, I think.
Maybe Maine, but that's not king.
No, that'd be lobster.
Yeah, no. Well, and that's where your daughter first tasted fried chicken, Cameron.
Yeah, it sure is. That's where she had her first taste of fried chicken.
Her first fried chicken.
Mm-hmm. Alaska State Fair, wonderful event. But yes, I've had a great week in Alaska. Daddy, how was your week?
It's been busy. Been just working a lot and trying to get caught up from 5 days camping and doing nothing.
Yes. Playing some video games.
Okay, from what I'm hearing, it's a good thing that I shut the roof on the pergola because I think it's raining.
It's raining a bit.
Imagine that. Raining in Alaska. Imagine that. Okay,
it's raining here too, actually.
Moving right along, it's time for the dadgummit blowout.
Your dadgummit blowout. Well, I don't have any huge monumental dadgummit blowouts. I don't have anything like 22-1 or whatever that ridiculous score against the Royals was a few weeks back.
We may not ever have another one of those.
Yeah, we may not ever. But the Royals did travel to Colorado recently. And for those of you that don't know, the only team in the MLB, statistically speaking, as far as standings are concerned, the only team worse than the Kansas City Royals is the Colorado Rockies. I'm not sure if that is still true after this weekend because the Royals traveled to Denver and got swept. The Rockies broke out the brooms and swept the Royals. And one night it was 12-6, and another night it was 8-1. So those are pretty close to blowout. But the Royals returned to Kansas City, and Tuesday night, last night, they beat the Minnesota Twins here in Kansas City 8-2. So you might be able to call that a small blowout. And then tonight they did win 2-1. So that's not a blowout at all. But it is a 3-game series, and the Royals have won 2. So even if they lose tomorrow, they still win the series. And I don't remember the last time the Royals won a series.
Well, the first they had to get swept by the worst team in. Okay. Oh
yeah,
my gosh,
that
we've all
flat
got
pissed
the
them
mugs
off. So
going.
that flat pissed them off, so they came back here, and now they're beating the Twins.
Okay. So
I will say one more minor note about the Royals. A cool note: Salvador Perez recently beat the home run franchise record held by George Brett. George Brett hit 317 home runs in his Royals career. Salvador Perez has now hit 318.
good
And
for Salvi.
to celebrate that, tickets are on sale for like $13.
To celebrate that, they've slashed the price of the tickets.
You will literally, this is not a joke, you will literally pay more for a pretzel and a beer than you will for your ticket.
Well, that's how they're making their money, is off the provisions. The snacks are making the money, not the team.
Well,
You will pay more in provisions than you will
the
for
real
your
way
ticket.
They make the money. The Royals and the Chiefs share the same parking lot. The stadiums share the same parking lot. And
For now.
the last time I was there, it was $20 to park for a game.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
still
sad tale when it costs more to park and get a pretzel than to actually get a ticket. Oh, Royals.
yeah, it's still 20 or $30 to park. And then yeah, a beer and a hot dog, you're looking at like $20 for a beer and a hot dog.
Well, at least, hey, that's a bonus, right? Of having a crap baseball team.
Yeah, when you have a crap baseball team, you get I get texts now almost every day. Come to the Royals, tickets are $1.50.
$1.50. Please come to the Royals. We'll pay you.
Okay.
I mean,
moving
sis,
on
I already
from
told,
the somewhat
sis, I already told Dad.
blowout.
I already told
the Royals did disappoint this week. They didn't get beat 20-0 or anything.
they did not get beat 20-0. Sis, I already told Dad this, but I'll tell you. Every year, my company they put it on me to arrange a youth event to go to a Royals game. And I arranged that with my contacts with the Royals. And last year when I emailed my contact, he said, "Well, we can get you 50 tickets." And I said, "Okay, that's fine." This year I emailed him and he said, "We can get you as many tickets as you want. Just let me know if it goes over 100 because we might have to put you in the upper decks."
Let me know if it goes over. Wait, now, wait a second. So the only people that want to see the Royals are the visually impaired?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
That's correct.
Just let me know.
Blind kids.
Let me know if you need the whole stadium because it's available.
Blind kids will go to see the Royals.
Okay. Well, they have a fan base.
Okay. Moving along from the Royals. See, we've already talked too much sports on our sports show, Cameron. We got to watch out for that.
Too much sports in a sports show.
Moving on from the Royals. Okay. I'm looking down at my notes. It's time for the No Games, Just Sports segment. We do have an event we're going to talk about, but we have had a couple of comments from one of the friends of the show that I thought we maybe ought to address here. This friend of the show is he has some very interesting takes on things, to say the least, and he's wanting us to consider adding a couple of things to the criteria. By the way, Cameron, you can't see, but I have the scroll in front of me.
You have the scroll?
I have the scroll
Vanna White.
that you can't see. The scroll is actually a rolled up scroll with a ribbon tying it shut. I have the scroll.
And, okay.
Tell the viewers what is on the scroll.
The scroll contains the Todd Black and Cameron Black criteria for something that is a sport and not a game. And the criteria are henceforth as follows: cannot be played more than once a day. You must be in decent to good physical shape to perform.
I'm opening the scroll.
What?
I'm opening the scroll as you speak.
Has reasonable threat of serious injury, and you must have a certain level of skill or talent to play or perform on a professional level.
Okay. Anyway, this friend of the show, and this is a good place to address it. It's not a don't want to talk about it because it wasn't really a question as much as just a comment. Actually commented, he's commented the last two on the last two episodes. That he feels like we need to add a couple of criteria to our list, Cameron. So you and I will discuss that right now. Number one, and let me I'm going to try to make sure I'm accurate with what he has said. Certain things such as cheese rolling and swamp football, and he threw NASCAR in there. Certain things such as cheese rolling, swamp football, and NASCAR should be deemed games, not sports, because they are dumb. That's it. That's his criteria. Because they are dumb, they should be deemed games, not sports. Okay.
If something is dumb, it is not a sport. Is that what he's saying?
Yes, that's what he's saying. If it's dumb, it is not a sport. Okay. The number two criteria, there must be a general public interest. That should be a requirement. There has to be a general public interest. Now, along with that, he said, several of the events that you and I have deemed as games, not sports, or vice versa. He claims that there's just no public interest in those.
Pole dancing.
If I'm not mistaken, one of them, and he said there's no public interest in though, was NASCAR. He felt like
I don't agree with him.
What's that?
I wish I could agree with him on that because I strongly dislike NASCAR, but I disagree. I think there is a great public interest in NASCAR.
Yeah, there is.
There's
a great public interest in pole dancing.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it a sport.
Yeah. There's a tremendous public interest in pole dancing.
I was going to say that depends on the public you're talking about.
Hey, but it's there.
It's there. It's there.
The fans are there. Probably more than the Royals, unfortunately. Sorry, Cam.
But I just love this guy, Cameron.
100%.
I love this guy to death because he will defend a position to the death when he doesn't have a position. He doesn't have a position.
We do love
when he says that NASCAR should not be deemed a sport because it's dumb and there's no public interest in it. He feels like a redneck escaping from the police should not qualify them to drive in NASCAR. I think maybe he may have seen Talladega Nights more than you and I have seen it, if that's possible.
I mean, that's the same public that would probably consider pole dancing a sport.
Hey, no, there's a larger public that considers pole dancing. Well, just public interest is all I'm saying. Public interest.
So anyway, I did not want his feelings or comments to go unheard, and that's why I chose this part of the show to throw those out there. I am not going to mention his name. He is one of our absolute closest friends and has been for years. And like I said, I just love how he argues about stuff. It just cracks me up sometimes. Anyway, moving on. Tonight's event, you and I talked a little bit off camera about this.
So, real quick though, are you saying that his criteria will not be etched into the scroll?
I don't think we can etch that into the scroll now.
But what about my criteria I suggested?
Which is what?
If you can play it or engage in this activity while using non-performance enhancing drugs, such as curling, where they all get wasted before they play, or baseball, where they're all chewing tobacco, then it's not a sport.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Cameron?
I'm not sure tobacco is a performance enhancing drug. I think it's
No,
just
I
gross.
said non-performance, so not steroids, because we all know sports have a lot of drugs involved, often, unfortunately, but they're performance enhancers. I don't think anyone would qualify tobacco or alcohol as performance enhancing. Fishing, people drink and smoke doing it. Baseball, tobacco, curling, bowling, all of these other things you guys have discussed, there's generally non-performance enhancing drugs involved. And if you can be wasted and play, it's a game. Cornhole, not a sport.
Well, okay. There's plenty of reasons cornhole's not a sport other than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons cornhole's not a sport.
There's skill.
We will consider adding that to the scroll. We'll discuss that, adding that to the scroll.
I think it's just slightly more valid than dumb, though we love you, Cher.
We love
watcher.
you, Cher.
Cher.
Yes, he not only left a comment in the comments, Cameron, the last 2 weeks, but when I saw him the other day, he made sure I knew that he'd made a comment. So
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
We love you. We know you made a comment, and we've addressed the comment. I don't think because it's dumb is probably, or there has to be great public interest. I don't know that we can throw those in there. And I tell you what flat pissed him off, Cameron, was, and he's one of just dozens, I'm sure, that have watched it that got pissed off by it, is the fact that to me, baseball is a game, not a sport. And his dad played professional baseball. So I could see where
but he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he don't want to talk about it. I can see where that would rub anybody wrong. So anyway, moving on past that, we've already killed enough time with that. This week's event that we're going to talk about is horse racing. Horse racing. Is it a game or a sport, or maybe just an event? Maybe it's none. Maybe it's not a game or a sport. Maybe just an event. What brought this up? We watched. Your sister had never seen Secretariat, so we watched Secretariat the other night, and she really loved it. Was just amazed by what Secretariat did, and it's an amazing thing what Secretariat accomplished. Now, the key line in that is what Secretariat accomplished.
Jockey held on.
Some people make this same argument with NASCAR. The car does all the work, not the driver. Yeah, the jockey held on. In fact, famously, one of the lines for any of you that's seen Secretariat, when Secretariat has the huge lead in the last race, and John Malkovich, the trainer, just says, "Ronnie, don't fall off." Anyway, I asked Cameron to do some research. Did you have time?
I did a little bit, but the answer that I got was pretty much the same as what you said, which is that the time it takes to run a race like the Kentucky Derby is usually between 2 and 3 minutes, which is exactly what you said.
Okay. I think the last race of the Triple Crown, I think, is the Belmont. And I think it's more like 4 minutes. It's closer to 4 minutes. It's the longest race that age horse ever runs. So, okay. We have opened the scroll. So let's apply the criteria. If you can play it competitively more than once a day, not a sport. Okay, now let's remember, we are discussing, in the case of Secretariat, Ronnie Turcotte, the jockey. We are discussing the human involved, not the animal. If you can ride in a horse race more than once a day, not a sport. Well, not only can you, a lot of them do.
Okay.
What kind of gets lost when you go to the Derby or you go to the Preakness or Belmont, that is just the last race. There's a bunch of races before that. And there are jockeys that will ride in multiple races in a day.
On the same horse?
No, not the
The
same
horse never hurt.
Again, we're
Okay.
not talking about the
I
horse.
was just
We're talking about the jockey. Is it a sport? If you can play it competitively more than once a day, not a sport. Now, if we wanted to talk about the horse, and I got thinking today, and y'all feel free to interject wherever, but I got thinking, could the horse, if we were just talking about the horse, not the jockey,
Mhm.
could the horse run more than one race a day? Yeah,
yeah.
the races, and that's
Yeah,
why
for
I
sure.
asked Cameron to research that. The races are 3 to 4 minutes at the most. And a typical racehorse may run 2 races in a month, maybe 3. While I think, as I've shared with you, while I think it's a cruel sport because the horses are so young, a lot of them end up breaking legs just running the race. I don't think the typical racehorse has a horrible, brutal life, not like the slave ponies down
No,
around the
not like
corner.
the slave ponies.
So I'm not really sure with criteria 1. I think a horse could run more than once a day. But the jockey can clearly run more than once a day. And as a matter of fact, they typically do several. They'll ride several races in a day. So unless y'all object, one of the two of you, I'd have to say it fails criteria 1.
It can fail criteria.
I'd probably agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, criteria 2, if there's no reasonable chance of serious injury when participating, not a sport. Clearly, there's a chance of serious injury. Ronnie Turcott is
High chance of serious injury.
We saw, if you've seen the movie, or if you're familiar with Secretariat's runs back then, Ronnie Turcott, the jockey that rode him to the Triple Crown, later on, after the Triple Crown, riding another horse, he went down and broke his back, and he was in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. I'm not sure if he's still living.
He rode a wheelchair.
He rode a wheelchair.
Yes, serious chance of injury or death.
Yes,
They're taking their lives in their hands.
For the jockey and the horse. I think most people know this, but if if a horse goes down and breaks their leg, they're usually put down. Like Larry the Cable Guy said, the horse broke his leg. I shot it. I don't know why. Now it's got a gunshot wound and a broke leg.
Now it's got a broke leg and a gunshot wound.
If he don't get better, I'm going to go out there and shoot him again. So, yeah, I'd have to say it does pass criteria 2. Yes. Jockeys and the horses can be seriously injured, seriously killed. They can get seriously killed.
They get seriously killed.
Yes, but sad. Sad.
Yeah.
Horse didn't choose to be there. Sad.
Alexis is showing you that you need to put your sad face on. You and I shouldn't be joking around about this. We're totally inconsiderate.
I'm sad about that right now.
You're sad. You can be sad for the horse. You don't have to be sad for the dude right now.
Criteria 3. If you do not need to be in excellent physical condition to participate, not a sport. Again, clearly the jockeys and the horses are in. You don't see a whole lot of 400-pound jockeys or overweight horses. I mean, they are in elite physical condition, both of them. So that's a pass. Criteria 4, if you do not need to be highly skilled to participate, not a sport. And here's one that the jockey clearly has to be highly skilled. They have to know how to navigate around other horses, and they have to know how to stay on. Race horses, I played polo when I was younger. Staying in the saddle on an English saddle is a lot harder than it looks. And if you're on a racehorse, it's really difficult. So the jockeys are highly skilled. I actually, and this will get some blowback if there's anybody that cares anything about horse racing, I actually think the jockeys are more skilled than the horses are. What are the horses doing, Cameron, that takes skill?
They're running. I'm not sure that takes a lot of skill. They were running.
They are running.
Okay. They've got a jockey on their back hitting them with. If you've got somebody riding you, hitting you with a whip, don't you just run? I mean, does that take skill?
I don't think it takes a lot of skill, no.
No, I mean, they're doing what's natural to them. They're running. So I don't think that takes a lot of skill on the horse's part.
But it takes excellent breeding
Yes.
and some training. They do train them, right?
They train them.
With trainers. So it's excellent breeding.
Yes.
So high elite breeding. No, it's not the same as skill.
That's not the same as skill. The jockey. So I think the jockey has to be highly skilled to participate. I think that's a yes. So out of 4 criteria, I think it checks off 3 of them. It doesn't do very well on the first one, but I don't know.
Do you want to bring
I
the
truly don't.
Secretariat? Is it dumb?
Is it just dumb?
It's cruel. I don't know if it's dumb. It's a beautiful thing to see when they open up.
The interesting thing, and I was thinking this is a more appropriate criteria for this or for anything else. Would there be any interest if there was not betting involved? Most people, I believe, that like horse racing like it because they gamble on it. One thing we noticed watching Secretariat, it's called the Sport of Kings, and it's understandable why. It's just an elitist, kind of an elitist.
Totally an elitist sport.
People that are involved, it's just kind of definitely an upper echelon, non-relatable. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of NASCAR. You don't see a lot of trailer park people going out to a horse race unless they've got some money that they can gamble. So, anyway, I'm not really sure. What's your slant? Is it a sport or a game or an event?
Oh, it's definitely an event. I would say it's highly athletic for the horse because not just any old horse can do it. I know that's not skill, but you can't do it if you're using non-performance enhancing drugs. No jockeys are out there drunk or chewing tobacco. I don't think it's dumb. It's absolutely beautiful as long as they don't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's public interest without the gambling. I mean, a lot of people gamble on basketball and football too, but those are cherished sports within their realm. And I don't know how it is in the Deep South. Maybe more people cherish that. It's not a thing in Alaska, for example, or Missouri. Horse racing.
It's not just the Deep South. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Aqueduct is in New York City. So it's, if I'm not mistaken, and I certainly could be.
Well, and we do.
I am not a fan of horse racing. I don't dislike it. I don't like it.
We do races every week in the summer in Paris at Longchamp. And people go out to.
Do the horses smoke cigarettes while they're racing?
Probably now in Paris, they might all be drinking wine and smoking cigarettes while they're up.
They're on the horse.
Holding on to the mane in the reins. He's got a gallon line.
The horse needs to slow down. He's putting my cigarette out.
He's putting out my cigarette.
Okay, so you're saying, Alexis's vote is it's a sport. What is yours, Cameron?
I would have to concur. By our own criteria, all except for the first one. It meets the criteria. So by the criteria set forth on the ancient scroll, I'd have to say, yeah, it's a sport.
Okay, well, I will concur. You're right. It passes the other 3 criteria pretty easily, just not the 4th one, or actually the first one. But we're gonna officially Chip Off the Old Black is going to endorse horse racing as a sport. Is that good with you?
That's good with me.
And that's good with our guest. Okay.
The resident doctor agrees.
The resident doctor agrees. And we are rolling up the scroll now.
Hey, you want me to help you with the ribbon?
Yes. You tie the ribbon on the scroll while I check my notes. Okay. We have had, Cameron, several comments over the last 2 weeks, as you know, about your sister being on the show. Everybody's loved having her. We've loved having her.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. It kind of brings the class of the show up quite a bit, I think, don't you?
Brings viewership up for sure.
So anyway, we have appreciated and enjoyed having her on. Regrettably, she is going back to Paris next week, so people are going to be back stuck with us. We've actually talked about trying to do a 3-way Zoom deal, but the time difference is brutal. 10 hours time
it would be.
difference.
I was gonna say, I can wake up in the middle of the night if I can be in my jammies with my eye mask on while we do it.
Yeah, she can have her eye mask on. She's good, but yeah, when you and I typically record the show, it's like 2:30 in the morning her time. So
You're not going to have that Casper the Friendly Ghost mask on, are you?
Of course, I'll put my Casper the Friendly Ghost lotion on, Cameron.
tell
Hey,
you what,
you liked that with your sunburn. That helped.
it looked a
No,
lot
I didn't
funnier
say I
on me.
liked it. I said it helped. Those are two different things.
Well, you liked that it helped.
I liked that it helped. That doesn't mean I liked how it felt.
Well,
But
it
I liked that it
moisturized. And
helped.
look how glowy you are, Cameron. You're so hydrated.
You have that glow. Speaking of the glow, have you noticed how the lighting outside? We have this superhero going off of our hair.
That's Alaska for you.
A little bit of reflection there. Okay, so we've also had some comments, Cameron, right along with how much they like Alexis, about how much they like that we haven't had much sports in our sports show. Can you believe that?
I know they like her and they're sick of us and all our sports and our sports show.
They're sick of the sports and the sports show. Well, guess what? We've got bad news for them, don't we, Cameron? Football season is around the corner. College football's begun training camp. Oklahoma's begun training camp. So
that's right. It's going to be nothing but sports. Our viewership is about to plummet.
It is about to plummet.
Occasionally, I'll visit at 2:30 a.m.
Yes, it is about to plummet, and yeah, maybe we can. When we see we're on a downward spiral, maybe we can get Alexis
We're spiraling.
2:30 a.m. and join us for a show.
All right, we can do that.
I'll put the Sacré-Cœur on the background. Get some Edith Piaf going. It'll be great.
We've also had some nice comments, Cameron, about the B-roll. That's the stuff, and obviously you can't see it, but that's the stuff that once in a while I'll put in the video that kind of you can hear us talking, but it kind of covers our video. And
oh yeah, I know B-roll.
Nice
we use B-roll at my job.
Huh?
I said I know B-roll. We use B-roll at my job all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'm only mentioning those things because I want people to know that we do read the comments. We appreciate them. We appreciate it even more if you do what, Cameron? Like and subscribe.
If you like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you don't, it's because you hate blind people and old people and the French.
Are you calling my father old?
Yes, he's calling me old. He calls me.
He calls him old all the time.
Well, he's not old. Cameron,
no, he's really not
the
that
new
old.
20 and 65 is the new 40.
Several ways you can.
No, he's not old.
Support the show. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, engage with us. All those things YouTube loves. Get yourself a chip off the old black mug.
Send Cameron some more swag.
Send Cameron some more swag.
Yeah. If I need to electrocute myself, I will.
We accept all forms of love.
Okay, Cameron, unfortunately, you're not here. We talked earlier in the show, we're going to the JBER, Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson is what that stands for. It's one of the largest military bases in the country, is in Anchorage. And they, every 2 years, and your sister and I went a couple of years ago, and it was surprisingly moving.
It was
exciting.
Incredible. It's incredible.
It's an open house where you actually go on the base. You get to interact with the service people. Great, wonderful young service people
for whatever their task is.
Gear,
uniform.
And this year, I think maybe because of the 250th, the Blue Angels, which is a synchronized jet fighter group, they will be performing. We're going to do that Saturday.
Awesome.
I hate it that you're not here to go with us, but I'm kind of glad you're not here to go with us, because for you, not being able to see anything and with your hearing, it would be brutal. I mean, it's loud. It's really loud. And
yeah, it would. I probably wouldn't get much out of it.
Well, we get to visit different aircraft, though. They really let you get up and close with their gear and the different. I mean, the sniper guy was so great with you that year, and we were right there. You could touch the sniper rifles. They love you. Plan on being here in 2028.
They had an Apache attack helicopter that you could actually get in, and have your picture taken. Alexis says, "Oh, I want to do that." We got over there. the line was 10 miles long. Kids.
Oh, I'm
Kids.
Took
sure.
a break in one of the, what were they? The personnel carriers, where we got to sit in their little jump seats with the, and we, Daddy needed a break from all the walking, and so we sat there and hung out for a bit. And no, it's absolutely incredible. And the people, the military personnel, are so gracious and patient. You can ask them anything, and all day long they just answer all of our stupid questions.
Yeah. So if you're
Well, awesome.
if you're a viewer here in the Alaska area, go. And I think
But go on Sunday.
yeah, go on Sunday. We're going Saturday. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it's free.
Yes, it's
I don't think
absolutely
there's any-
free. Whereas other shows and open houses around the country, as we heard today, are you have to pay to park or pay to get a ticket.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful.
It costs money.
It costs money, but not ATOH, the Arctic Thunder Open
Arctic
House.
Thunder Open House, I don't think costs money. Now you have to be willing to have you and your car strip searched when
Yes.
you go in the gate. Before you go in the gate, they do a pretty good scan of your vehicle and your person to make sure you're not
That's
planning any
okay.
dastardly deeds. So
That's
that's
okay.
cool.
That captain was real good looking back in 2024.
Alexis sees this as a marketing opportunity.
I'm looking for me a husband out there.
I know.
Cameron.
Looking for you some singles.
I'm looking for me one of those fighter pilots.
So anyway,
Co-pilot, wingman, whatever.
that
It's
is what we are
wonderful.
doing this weekend. You got any big plans for the weekend? Any plans?
No,
at all?
I think I'm just gonna. What's that?
Any plans at all?
I think I'm just gonna have the kids, and that's my plan right now.
Well, those are awesome plans. That ought to be great.
Well, you guys have a good time. That sounds awesome.
Well, we will. Your sister and I have been. Your son's going to be jealous. Your sister and I have been playing Diablo together while she's here, and
I know. Kian already told me it wasn't fair.
can't wait
It's
to
not fair.
can't wait to be able to see him so I can play again with him.
Well,
We-
you guys will see him soon.
We digress. Okay, bud. Well, I don't have anything else unless you've got something else.
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
You seem a little not yourself tonight, like you're tired. Work been
I'm
rough?
tired. It's been a long day. I'm just
Okay.
tired.
It's
Okay.
a long birthday. Is it hard turning 38?
No, I mean it was just a day, really.
Okay.
Just a
Well,
long, busy day.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't just a day for us. It was the day we got you. We love this day,
I know.
Cameron.
You're
He's
gonna edit
turning-
all this out. You better.
He's turning into Captain Birthday Hater. I wonder where he got that.
He is a chip off the old black.
He's a chip off the old black.
Captain Birthday Haters here.
Okay. Happy birthday, Cameron.
Happy birthday, Lil Devil.
We all love you,
Okay.
and we will talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you both.
Love you. Bisous.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.